What's really wrong with me is I'm head over heels for you in every way. And I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like butterflies and then you're playing hard to get. I'm head over heels for you in every way. And I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like butterflies and you're playing hard to get.
Hello, hello. Wow, we got 4 concurrent viewers right now. I'm hitting the big leagues. You know, I had to throw the poll into a group chat 15 minutes before I went live because it was dead even. No one could decide on which campaign we were going to do first. So, it's been decided. The group chat decided that we were going to get a little edgy with it. So who do we got in the chat? We got Sneed Oil, we got Meow, Fallon, Claudio, Zorik, Ahab. Okay, we got a packed house. We're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's play some Peak Adventure 2. Let me know if it's too low. And I mean the audio in general, not just the dialogue, because the audio balancing in this game is fucked. So there's nothing I can do about that. Not an adventure. Yeah, I know they removed all the adventure elements. Ironically, Sonic 06 is a more of an adventure game than this. And unlike on Adventure 1, we are actually playing this on the PS3 version. So this is an HD. It's not like standard definition, fuzzy, whatever. It fits the screen. It has a native widescreen resolution. Rouge is thick. This is the only time Rouge has been canon to me because they never milked her up quite the same. We're off to the races already. First thing we're doing is just immediately shooting robots. So if you've never played this game, Eggman and Tails basically play exactly the same as E102 Gamma from the first game. Although the controls are a little bit more refined. And the scoring system is not forget. This is the first Sonic game that actually ranks you with a letter grade at the end of every stage. And this game has a really, really, really unforgiving score system, which is why, even though I have over 100-something hours in it, I have never unlocked the Green Hill Zone stage. What if E101 was slow? Rouge, well, I mean, you know, Rouge isn't thicker here necessarily because she wasn't in the first game in the first place. All right, I don't have the cannon yet, so. Iconic RE2 elevator sequence reference. Elevator rip. RE2 ripped this game off. I'm sorry. You know, with the multiple stories, the underground. Well, this isn't underground. This is Is this on Prison Island? I think. No, I don't know where the fuck this base is actually. I wasn't reading the fucking Michael Bay text that told me where things were happening. She's thick. Yeah, they never. Well, she also has a. Her texture has a drawn-on camel toe. They went all in. They knew they. I believe the rumor is that they thought this was going to be the last Sonic game or something. Like I think they thought the company was going under because the Dreamcast was obviously failing. So I guess the guys at Sonic Team were just like, fuck it, we'll do whatever we want. Like Sonic Underground. Unfortunately, there's no amazing musical numbers in this game. There are great songs, but there's no per episode musical numbers. And there's only a few animation errors as opposed to a lot. Sega got a huge debt forgiven at the last minute by some dude on his deathbed. That's absolutely nuts. That's just crazy. I mean, you know, they would have deserved it. I'm not gonna say, like, Sega didn't have it coming. They botched, you know, as good as the Sega Genesis was, they fucked that up too because they added too many expansions to it in too short of a time. And then they released the Sega Saturn and did, like, some retarded stealth release that nobody liked. And then they're like, oh, this didn't work out. Let's just release the Dreamcast, I guess. How'd I do? How'd I do? Oh, see, I'm a pro. See? Look, this is one of the first Sonic games where you can see just that I'm a legend. I'm a pro at it, okay? So I'm gonna get a lot of A ranks. I promise. I'm gonna get every single stage, I'm gonna get an A rank. Everyone knew the Dreamcast was dying before this even came out. Yeah, I'm surprised they had the budget to even make it. Neptune, well, there's a guy in Brazil who's making an aftermarket Sega Neptune. I subscribed to his mailing list because if he actually gets that thing out the door, I will be fucking buying it day one and streaming Knuckles Chaotix from the cartridge. Much smaller than I expected. You could eat some more. You could stand to gain a few.
Now all I have to do is to place the Chaos Emerald into this console.
I remember riding the original D. I know, Metal Gear Solid ripped this game off too. Whose idea was it to make 2 expansions? Well, the Sega CD made sense. There was a big push for, like, CD expansions in the 90s. Because you had the N64 had a CD expansion in the works. I think there was a Super Nintendo one. You had the Philips CDI, which was like a failed Nintendo thing.
Are you trying to spoil my plans again? Wait, you're not Sonic? This is impossible.
Everyone gets Shadow mixed up for Sonic in this game. It's like, they're fucking blind. Like, no one's ever seen another Hedgehog before.
I will grant you one wish. Now what? Behold the true power I possess.
Cool. It is pretty cool. This scene, this whole game radiates aura.
This is Scorpion Troops Hotshot. Enemy movement has been detected. En route to intercept and destroy.
Copy that.
All right, let's kick his ass. Oh fuck, E-fuck. I let him blow up the boxes. I'm still gonna get an A rank, which is... I'm kidding. There's no ranks for the bosses. All hedgehogs look alike. Well, you know, it must be like a thing, because, you know, Amy mixes up every single other hedgehog she meets for Sonic. She mixes up Silver, she mixes up the Werehog. I guess if you wanted to make the argument that Shadow also moves fast, that's fine. We kicked his ass. We got him. Hot shot. More like hot not. Refuse to leave the line for the Team Darkvote. Shadow soldier standing by. Thank you, outsider. Thank you.
Oh, Shadow. You are the military's top secret weapon. But what did you mean when you said you will grant me a
Went from the first game to some pretty cool transitions. From this is the best. Shadow's skating animation has never surpassed this game. It has never looked as cool as it does in this game. Saw a lawyer video that posits the CDI was Nintendo avoiding a hostile takeover from Sony. Nintendo also had a deal for a CD attachment with Sony, and they fucked them over. Oh my gosh, there she is. She's so beautiful. Whoa, it's Keanu Reeves. And Idris Elba, too! Alright, who would voice Rouge the Bat? Let me guess. It would be like Scarlett Johansson or something stupid. Sick graphics. Yes, this game's lovely. The hawk to a girl. Glad on that thing. I'm not a look, I've made the argument before, okay? Rouge doesn't count. She's literally a cartoon head on a human body. That just happens to be 3 feet tall. CDI was Nintendo still wanting to mess around with CDs, but Yamauchi didn't want to give Sony any benefit from it, so he reneged on their... Yeah, that makes sense. All their stuff has been proprietary ever since. The Y2K-esque music? Oh yeah. Just wait till we get to the theme songs. We've got Rouge's theme here. It'd be Tara Strong. No. The Sonic movies have real actors. Except for Tails. They have Colleen O'Shaughnessy for Tails for some reason. They just decided to save some money. Alright. Wait, hold on. Let's see if we can get the jiggle going. You know what? It'll work better if we go on the turtle. Let's do that. We gotta rescue him first. Kicks them with those thick thighs. Come on. There's some jiggle. You can see it. Let's go, Turtley. So, first stages basically work like Knuckles did in the first game. You have to find Master Emerald pieces that are... You have a little radar, but unlike the first game, it only tells you where one is at a time, thankfully, because you don't have the fucking thing pinging in your ear the whole fucking level. Werehog vibes music? Yes! Like Shamar. Let's see, mate. I'm not finding it here. Maybe it's underwater. Alright, it must be on the other side of the map. Let's go back on the turtle. These are actually the hardest levels to... There you go. Hell yeah. These are the hardest levels to A rank because the Master Emerald locations are randomized. So you really just have to get lucky, basically. You can talk to the computer monitors and they will give you hints as to where they are, but you lose points if you do that. Yeah, or you lose a score bonus. You're given a bonus based on how long it takes you to get them, and then you're given a separate bonus based on I lost my train of thought. You get a bonus how long it takes you to get them, and then you lose points. That's not even the one I'm finding. Cool. Alright, where is this one? Down here? Awkwardly closing my YouTube app when my wife walks in on the Rouge levels. What are you watching? Nothing. I sense you, my precious emerald. My precious. Oh, it's gotta be close. She's so right. Alright, see, perfect is the highest score you can get. Okay. Okay, no more in this area, I'm guessing. Turtle time. Steve Blum, I mean, honestly, like, he like, boards so many fucking roles, I wouldn't be surprised. And I mean, like, acting roles, not fat roles. Although he's probably accumulating those, too. Where? Oh, where? It might be in this room, but I need that turtle to come back if I want to get in there. He's coming back. I gotta get some air. Where'd that turtle go? Where'd that fuck-ass turtle go? I think I grab its tail or something, right? Let's move! I'm gonna drown down here! Oh no! Move faster, you piece of shit! Oh! I'm dead. I lost it. I died. Risabeth is just furry Morgan Ainsland. Oh, yes. That's a good comparison. We love the Blums. Yeah, but Lisa Ortiz Amy was great. I know. She was my favorite Amy actress. It sucks that they got rid of her. Alright, I think they move it when you die. That's cool, because that spot sucked. I got owned. I got air mogged. I actually prefer this Rouge design over the new ones because she looks like she can actually beat up Knuckles. Remember that implied romance that they just, like, never brought back? And then they made, like, Shadow, like, vaguely into her, but it's like, he also implies that he sees, like, Maria in her, so that's a little weird. Hell yeah. Okay, let's get the frig out of here. He's been doing audiobooks of all the Slayers novels lately. Fun stuff. Cool.
I guess I took a little too much time.
No, you died. You can also get an A rank if you can collect every ring in a stage without losing them. Which I have never successfully done on a single stage in this game. Oh, we're in the desert area, of course. 3D for dank weed. So this is just a Sonic channel? I mean, look, I'm still working on the Resistance video. I've just had so much... The holidays have had me fucked up. I haven't had free time to do anything. I've been alternating between doing holiday stuff and wedding planning. So it's just been like, when am I going to record this? And I have to play Resistance 3 in my downtime, too, just to get footage, which doesn't really matter, because guess what? The book has almost nothing to do with the fucking game. So I'm just going to probably just, like, read my script over footage without much editing, because there's not a lot of correlation between the events of the book and the game. Is it a Sonic wedding? I wish. Will you be the Amy to my Sonic so I can run away from you comedically? What if Sonic ran the One Ring to Mount Doom? The question is... Well, if they did a third Sonic storybook game, it could have been Sonic and the Lord of the Rings, and he would have just grabbed the ring and run to Mount Doom with no problem, because he has awesome willpower, so it wouldn't corrupt him at all. as we learned in Sonic and the Secret Rings, he just gets a little grumpy. But he wouldn't go full Boromir. I think ranks are harder in Western, which is, yeah, there was a period for a while where they kept releasing Japanese games in the West with higher difficulties. They did the same thing with Devil May Cry 3. And I think Onimusha 4, I'm not 100% sure on that. There was another game I know besides Devil May Cry 3 where they cranked up the difficulty arbitrarily in the West for some reason. Sonic RPG for my decaying boomer hands now. We got one. It's called Sonic Chronicles. It's made by BioWare, which is why it sucked. It should have been made by a Sugoi JRPG developer like Monolith Soft. Onimusha Dong of Dreams. Which, that game is really fucking hard. Like, the first, I only played, like, halfway through it. Like, the first fight with Hideyoshi is, like, he has an insane health bar. Oh, fuck me. So, unlike the first game where you had, like, 1 or 2 upgrades per character, every character has an upgrade in every level that you can find. But you can only find some of them with existing upgrades. So, like, the ones that you need to progress through the game are usually laid out right in front of you. The only one that's a pain in the ass to get to that you kind of need, is the air necklace for Knuckles. Who are you playing Sonic Adventure 2? Where's the actual game? What's this shit? How you doing, Yura? I saw you went live the other day. I missed it. I'm sorry. One of these days, I will catch you. You'll go live, and I will not be busy with something, and I will watch the entirety of your stream. Actually, another one of my mutuals, Crow, Apathetic Crow, he was streaming earlier today. I actually managed to tap into it for a few minutes. And I shared it on the Zitter, just so you get a little bit more people in the chat. This isn't the SA2 I remember. Look at this adventure we're on. Look at all this ancient Egyptian crap. There's so much Egypt crap in Sonic now that I'm thinking about it. There's an Egypt level in Sonic Blast, and there's an Egypt level in Sonic and Knuckles. Actually, it's not called Egypt. It's apparently just called Desert Area, according to this game. You should stream to peer pressure me. How is that going to pressure me? You're going to pressure me into playing more Sonic? Oh no. I'd hate to do that. Where's the Chow Garden? We will not be doing the Chow Garden. My original file of this game has 144 hours on it just because of all the time. Like, me and all of my siblings, because there are 4 of them, because we're Irish, we all had Chow, and we would all, like, spend hours just fucking around in the Chow Garden. And we did ultimately get... We got the Devil Chow, and we got the Chaos Chow, and we got the Angel Chow. So we actually did manage to pull all that up. The only emblems we couldn't fucking get were the A ranks. Like, Metal Harbor's A rank eluded me my whole life. And it haunts me. George W. Bush renamed the desert zone to honor Sonic. It's like the Gulf of America. We changed it.
That was too close.
E for Eggman, good. Honestly, experiencing Sonic Adventure as a kid was life-changing. It was. It was. I only played, like, the classic games, and you play this, Sonic Adventure 1, and you're, like, running around in 3D, like, whoa!
With the Chaos Emerald,
This is peak male performance.
Space Colony Arc. I've got to find out just what's going on up there.
Oh, shut up, Val.
Interrupt this broadcast for an important news flash. There has been a break-in at the Federal Reserve Bank today.
I wonder who's doing that fake British voice. Is it just Lonnie Manella again? Does she just voice everyone that's not Amy?
According to eyewitnesses at the scene, the suspect was identified identified as the world-renowned hero, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic.
The suspect was seen fleeing the scene, destroying the reserve's guard robots in his path. Stay tuned for more
Sounds more
details.
like the work of Shadow.
You've only seen him destroy like one robot. Why do you think you're like familiar with his MO? Hey, is that Sonic? I think it is.
Pathetic.
That's like the Skinner meme, but better because it's Sonic themed. Yeah, Sonic's actually evil. He steals a Chaos Emerald. Look at that hair texture. We truly were living in the future in 2001. I want pictures, Parker! Pictures of Sonic! I knew he was a menace!
I still remember what I promised you. For the people of this planet, I promise you revenge.
Oh my gosh, he's up to no good. Ultimate life form foiled by a giant glass tube. If only who's like a 200,000 pound lizard with a giant life support system on his back, you know? My biggest disappointment in Shadow Generations is how much time they spend hyping up Radical Highway, which is like one of my least favorite stages. I mean, it looks cool, it's very Sonic-y, but the music in this stage is fucking annoying and I don't like it. It's just very repetitive. It's like, oh, that we're bringing it back. We're bringing back the ultimate Shadow levels. Like, no, just don't do it. Don't do it. Bring back the Black Comet or something. Just don't bring back Radical Highway. It's just Speed Highway, but red. Don't do it. You know what's really, really exciting about the Dark story? Shadow has a sum total of 4 levels. And I'm talking levels. I'm not talking boss fights. You fight Sonic twice, you fight Hotshot, and then I think that's it. Shadow's he's got this level, he's got White Jungle, he's got Final Chase, I think it is, or Final Haunt, it's one of those. And I forget what the other one is. Oh, the Grind Rail one. I don't like that one either. I don't like Shadow's stages that much for how much I like Shadow. Sonic has better levels overall. They really wanted you to be like, see, this guy's evil. He doesn't get the good levels because of karma or some shit. Although there's a giant statue of Knight's head in the background of this stage, which is kind of cool. So if you've ever played this game, have you tried walking up the rails on the side of the bridge? You can do it. It's just extremely daunting, and you have to move very slowly. Oh, fuck me. Is that Shadow the Flipper and Hedgehog? It is. Hey, Crow. I was just shilling your stream a moment ago. Fuck, you can do a little flip off those if you time the jump right. I want to go over there, though. I want to go on that side. I'm not going to make it. They have collision, huh? They do. Maybe not in the Dreamcast version? I don't know. I've only ever played the GameCube version. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm playing the PS3 version right now. And it's beautiful, native, widescreen, and HD resolution of probably like 720p, given it's a PS3. You never tried it? Well, me and my brothers would just like wander around the stages and these got ring? Ha ha ha, what a timely reference. Have I played Elden Ring Night Ring? I haven't even beaten Elden Ring. I played it for like 5 hours and I stopped because I don't remember why. It was a good game. I'm waiting patiently on that Nintendo Switch 2 port. Don't you worry. I will definitely play it then.
Here we go.
Did you see Mandalore did a legendary video? I don't watch him, but I did see someone post that he did that, and I was like, oh god.
Ultimate victory.
So true. Ultimate life form does get ultimate victory. Is this the game where... Yeah, he calls Sonic a simp beta cuck. This iconic scene. I think in the GameCube version, Sonic's eyelids are blue.
A jewel containing the ultimate power.
I think Shadow's theme song in this game doesn't get as much love as it deserves. It's a banger.
Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that?
All Emerald Run when?
You fake hedgehog?
We'll get halfway through it and they'll be dragging me off to the insane asylum for that one. You listeners, good. At least someone likes Shadow's theme besides me. His eyelids are blue, but his arms aren't. Yeah, there was an arbitrary change after this game to make his eyelids blue. So the GameCube version of Adventure 1 came out after the GameCube version of Adventure 2, which is why the models are more updated. But in both of the GameCube versions, they had blue. He had blue eye. Him and Knuckles had eyelids that were the color of their fur instead of skin tone. There will never be another character introduction like this. What about I finally found him? The Iblis trigger, iconic scene. Who is the real? Look, this is like the. It was like the Spider-Man pointing at each other meme. I really couldn't tell you which one was which.
I hate to say it. I guess I'm going to have to find that key first.
All right, guys. Are Rouge's nipples pink or brown? These stages are the Knuckles and Rouge stages in this game are actually, apart from Mad Space, they're pretty good. They're just kind of, the challenges in them are tough, but the stages are actually pretty cool. If the game didn't emphasize you moving quickly, they'd be a lot of fun to explore. You want them to be pink. Well, in later games, they tone down her thickness, but they lighten the skin tone. So, make of that what you will. It must be behind me. I'm trying to avoid using hints because that's gay. So, yes, the pick nails. Hell yeah. Mayhaps a light shade of brown. Chat is gaslighting me to think it really is Rogue the Bat and not Rouge. So many people make that fail to make that distinction. I have a very okay. So first of all, lore wise, that's not Gamma. Those are just E1000 robots, completely different, totally different. But I have the words Rogue and Rouge like forever cemented in my head properly. A, because of this game, and B, because one time I mispronounced the word Rouge in front of my mom. I said Rogue, and she made fun of me in front of my older sister. So I just like was traumatized by that, and I never forgot it. Rogue, the X-Man Bat character. See, they should have done a Marvel crossover, not a DC crossover. What the fuck were they thinking? They literally, it was right there. We could have had Rouge with a southern drawl. The big Scarab robot is coming. I gotta find this freaking key. I hide over here, and hopefully he doesn't see me. Oh, it's in this wall. Oh, I'm off by a pixel, I guess. Marvel would do a shitty Inhumans crossover, probably. Marvel using the X-Men? Hell yeah.
How was that? Perfect? Like
Star Wars Rouge 1. Yeah, I would have actually liked that movie if instead of... What's her name? Kaylin Urso? We had Rouge the Bat instead. She would be the perfect one to steal the Death Star plan. She's a thief anyway.
It's a space
This is a Marvel versus Capcom. I wouldn't mind seeing DC versus Sega. I mean, there was that
arc.
Project Cross Zone on the 3DS, which had Sega characters and Capcom characters and SNK a whole bunch of characters from different games. You had like Kazuma Kiryu meeting Dante from Devil May Cry, but it was like a strategy game. It was very weird. All right, inside the Space Colony Arc. What are we doing now? Oh boy, Lost Colony. Lost colonoscopy. We're gonna get inside Eggman's guts. See what's got him so bloated. Seriously cannot believe how bad Rogue was for how much people wanted to believe it was good. I watched it and I just thought it was boring. But, you know, I have a very narrow opinion of Star Wars. Like, if there's no lightsabers, I don't give a fuck. This is a cool mechanic. Every time you shoot something, it lights up the environment. Wow, Sega, you guys are so innovative. Still are, with amazing concepts like open zone level design. Which, by the way, I know Saber and Fallon are already aware of this because they're in the same chat as me, but Jesus, the guy who gave me the Xbox, is playing Sonic Frontiers, and he's loving it. He said it's one of his favorite games in the past 10 years. That's 100% truthful. I'm not making that up. He actually bought 2 versions of it because he was just having such a good time. He needed the Switch version so he could have it on the go. Like me. No, Base Knights, I don't care. GigaChat. Planet Eggman has several NASA rockets to get here. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I was playing Sonic 3 this morning, and you know, he just builds rocket ships for fun. I don't know why he could just build, like, if he wants to build an Eggman land, if that's his sole goal, he just build it on the moon. Who's gonna stop him? Oh yeah, we got the hover ability. Woohoo! Hell yeah, Sonic's need. We are Frontiers respecters in this chat. It's a masterpiece. I will not hear otherwise. Even though Ian Flynn is an annoying hack fraud who hates Amy, it's still a good game. Disney has tried 3 separate times to make Kyle Katarn clone so far, and none of them are as cool. Yeah, they could have just made Kyle Katarn. But then you'd have to have him, like, be a Chad and in a loving relationship with his wife, and it's just like, this, no, we can't do that. No. That is not the Disney business model. The only show Sonic and the gang using the rocket, but surely Eggman and Shadow needed to use rockets to go back and forth. Well, Shadow just got an emerald and he teleported to the Space Colony Arc. Although, for some reason, they make it out like the emerald just makes him go super duper fast, but he clearly teleports. So that's not even... And Sonic also teleports with it. So the explanation that he just goes fast because he has the emerald doesn't make any sense. Maybe it does both. It manipulates time to a degree, but that doesn't mean Shadow can fucking fly. Unless his rocket shoes can actually have that level of propulsion. Shadow turns on debug mode. Yeah, he just turns into a ring and floats away. He's the king of the ring, bringing you his energy. Dark Force is too cool. Disney is not allowed to touch it ever. Yeah, I would rather they didn't. You know, the things I like about Star Wars can stay in the past, and I'll play them as they were. Every time Scarlet Witch says Chaos Control and Rivals, I know they literally stole from Sonic the Hedgehog, as many franchises do, like Dragon Ball. So many ideas they stole straight from Sonic. It doesn't matter when the ideas actually appeared. Okay, Yuji Naka was planning all these things for decades. Oh look, there's Big. He's there's a hidden Big the Cat cameo in every stage in this game. For some reason in the GameCube version, they are all completely removed. For no reason at all. They just took them out. Dragon Ball is actually cool. Sonic is better. It's true. It's true. People say Silver is a ripoff of Trunks. No, because he didn't rip off the being fucking lame part. Because he's awesome and he has telekinesis instead of a dumb sword and a purple bowl cut, okay? He has a weed symbol on his head because he smokes the big ganja. Seth Rogen approved. What is he doing here? Shadow said to meet him on the Space Colony Arc, so that's what we're doing. Shadow says I'm going to grant you one wish. Like, he's just like, yeah, I'll give you 72 virgins in heaven or something. Kojima wishes he could come up with Big the Cat. He made Fat Man in direct response to Big the Cat, and it was such an L. Like nowhere near as cool. He sips wine, he rides roller skates, but Big is just like, nah, I'm fishing and I got my frog. And we're asking about Big. What is Big doing here? He's all over the place. He has cameos in Sonic and the Secret Rings, too. In every stage. We didn't find any because they're a lot harder to get. There's also several cutscenes where Big just walks across in the background.
The glorious achievement of what the world's leading scientist, Professor Gerald, has created. The Ark was
A giant mechanical scrotum. Any ETA on the second Resistance book video, or will that not come out for a while? I'm trying to work on it. I finalized the script. I just need time to record it. But I've just been getting caught up in a lot of holiday stuff and wedding planning that keeps getting in the way. So hopefully, I actually might have time to record it at least this weekend.
Was this my grandfather's legacy?
But it's been deactivated for some time.
No other VA has ever nailed how good Shadow talks. Yeah, no, David Humphrey was like epic. I love Jason Griffith, but I always preferred him for Sonic more than I did for Shadow. And Kirk Thornton is just, wow, fucking terrible. He's never been good. I've never liked Kirk Thornton's performance. Even in Shadow Generations, I did not like it.
So that's why we needed the Chaos Emerald.
I am a fake cell, I'm so sorry.
Exactly. To reactivate the machine.
You mean you're busy with real shit? Are you gay? Hey, I'm making time to play video games with the boys, am I right?
Power of destruction to use as you please. And then the world.
Shame that Resistance died at the PS3 Vita. That series deserved to continue. I really want to play Burning Skies, but I'm not shilling out the money for a PlayStation TV so that I can stream it. Maybe I'll stream the whole series at some point. I love Resistance. I love how much Shadow smiles when talking about destruction. Yeah, he's got a little swagger in this game. He's much less of a, I don't know, ever since he stopped wanting to kill everyone and everything, he's been actually more depressed.
When you grabbed that huge emerald, you said something about a reaction. A reaction that it may have
Wait, let's see if we can see your camel toe.
Now, if you could just let me borrow that
Move that hand.
ring, I'll be able to help you.
Move it!
I do. What's in it for
I
me?
have an idea where the other Chaos Emeralds may be.
You die one time and suddenly you're sad all the time.
Treasure hunter that specializes in all kinds of jewels.
Very well.
Okay then.
How does season 3 of Smiling Friends stack up? It's fine. It's more. It hasn't been any like steady decline like Rick and Morty. You're gonna record it first and steal dozens of my dozens of views. No.
Can you be sure your intelligence reports are correct? Why would the Chaos Emeralds be here on the island? Are you absolutely sure?
Well,
It's true. He doesn't have any goals. Like, you should have goals in life, even if that goal is killing everyone. Just complete and utter genocide.
First, distract the military troops, allowing you to sneak in the base without being detected. Then, Shadow will enter the armory, where he will.
Did this or Tylenol cause more autism?
Once that is in place,
This game definitely caused, like activated the autism gene in several people. The first game definitely didn't, but this game absolutely did, because this is the game where they go all in on, like, the anime storytelling bullshit.
Hunter is yourself, isn't it, that girl? We only have 30
I thought he was trying to find that damn fort. No, that's a different game. Zorik, come on. Rick and Morty is awesome sauce. I mean, it is Szechuan sauce. Rouge Termino, narcissistic vandal. Riders tapped into that slightly with his personality, but they dropped that quick. Yeah, he's like Knuckles, where like after he fulfilled his purpose in the story, they didn't know what to do with him. So like now, like Knuckles just like follows Sonic around and is just like, yeah, I'm I don't know, Master Emerald, what's that? Guardian of what? Who cares? I keep it in my pocket now for some reason. Oh, is that the power-up? Hell yeah! Large cannon, that's what they call his schlong, I bet. Oh yeah, he keeps a boxing glove in his robot, because we can't forget that this is a silly Japanese game made for children. Abraham goes to Guantanamo Bay with his friends. I just want to visit my grandfather's old prison cell. You know, told me back then Sonic Frontier 2 would give major motion picture based off his story. Oh well, man. You know what? It's so good. The only thing I wish is that the Bio Lizard was actually in it. Like, you didn't have to explain it. Just be like, oh my gosh, it's a monster. You didn't have to go into like, oh, it's a prototype version of you. But like, the robot army at the end was kind of lame. But apart from that, like, I loved it. I loved it. Zero time devoted to a black wedding subplot. Although, you know, it was pretty entertaining. The fact that everyone at the wedding turned out to be feds was actually fucking hysterical. And Shamar Moore can't get away from playing FBI agents for some reason. Ah, die, Omochao, you piece of crap. Who invented you anyway? I'm sure Ian Flynn has an explanation who built the Omochaos. It was Professor Gerald. He loved the Chows. He was researching chaos and he discovered the Chows and he just loved them so much, and he decided to build his own for Maria, and it just got abandoned on the Space Colony arc. If he didn't write that, nobody show him this stream. I don't want him stealing my ideas. We need Sega to hire me as the official writer for the series. This is like Destroy All Humans. If it was good? If it wasn't open world woke DEI slop. Sonic lore theory YouTuber career. I'm just gonna re-listen to all of my Sonic streams and clip together all the bits where I posit theories that Ian Flynn hasn't come up with yet. And then it's gonna get taken down because you're not allowed to post duplicates of content on YouTube anymore. You're not allowed to post clips of your own stuff. Donald the Trump Hog's reaction to that Omochao. Wow, that's my Stephen Colbert, my impression of Stephen Colbert doing a Donald Trump impression. That is so gay. We're going to make America great again, and we are gonna build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. Thank God that motherfucker got forced to retire. Don't worry, BitChute will eventually have streaming, just 30 more years. What's that other one? What's that other website? I can't remember the fucking name of it. The other video website, like YouTube. I can't remember. It's got a stupid name. No, not Rumble, not Odyssey, not Kick. Like, I literally haven't thought about it in years, and then someone mentioned it in a video. I was like, what the fuck? Guys, you were all naming streaming... No, it's not VidMe. I can't remember. Dailymotion, that's it. That's the one. I remember I used to like upload videos to Dailymotion as backups because I didn't want them getting struck from YouTube for copyright. And then I just stopped using it one day. Man, I'm doing so fucking good. I'm just a legend at this game. They should give me an extra emblem just for getting the A, but you only get an emblem if you get, like, all A ranks for a single character.
Okay, everyone ready? Shadow, move!
Didn't you remember Stage 6? It had HD streaming before YouTube. No, I've never heard of it. Look at this stupid bitch. I am not fond of the way Amy's mouth moves in this game. She has like some weird like chimpanzee face. Rouge just like slid off screen. That was definitely like, oh, the players weren't supposed to see that, but the game's in widescreen now. Amy would be so cute in glasses. Too expensive to run, I guess. It was around 2007 or 8. Used to watch Naruto on it. I would have preferred regular Tails stages, but you know what? This is what we got. Also, for some reason, it doesn't say it didn't say tornado when it zoomed in on it. It said tornade, like with an E at the end. So the Tails and Eggman fights are actually hard because you have to like outrun their projectiles while also trying to get them. The second one, the one later in the game, is fucking... How long is this projectile gonna go? Fuck you! Now, what they don't tell you is in between games, Tails is crippled from the waist down, so now these are actually his legs. This is not a robot suit that he built. When do you play Team Rose in this game? Sadly, you don't. Although, 2/3 of them are in the game. Cream isn't in it yet, but you can play as Big in the multiplayer. Oh, fuck you.
5 minutes should be plenty. Here I go.
Alright, I think I can theoretically do this in one try, but, like, as a kid, I fucking hated Rouge because she's like, I would have loved to have that 15 minutes. Because I didn't know how to explore the stage. Alright, I gotta lock in here. The chat, you guys keep chatting, I will catch up with you. But I need to find these pieces of the Master Emerald, and the camera is not helping. And also, Eggman is yelling at you on the radio the whole fucking time, too. Oh! Where are we at? Where is it? It's gotta be close.
Only 2 more.
How the fuck did it get there? Right, sometimes you gotta open these things. Let's see if we get to a higher level. Can you take me higher? Oh, it's gotta be close. Alright. We're doing pretty good. Right? Is it in here? Fuck yeah. Only one more left. Damn right, Lonnie Manila. Pigman acting like a real Metroid 4 companion, huh? I'm still buying it. I've still got hope. I'm taking the hope injections, guys. I'm not blackpilling on Metroid Prime 4, okay? It's the only game coming out before 2026 that I am excited for. Because we don't have any Sonic games coming out right now. Alright, where is it? Where are you? Fuck! Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, woo! It's close. Shut up, Eggman, I got 3 minutes. You could have set that. You were ready to wait 15 minutes. Like, what is the rush all of a sudden? I need more rings, and I need them now. I think it might be in one of these gun robots. They're immune to the lasers, though. That's not fair. That's cheating. Why didn't Eggman give her, like, a laser retardant, like, leather onesie? Oh, it's definitely under this thing, this fucking meat press. Let's see. No. No, it isn't. I'm blinking red, though. Where the heck could it be? No, I didn't. Oh, man. These lasers have collision detection. I have to not get caught on them. Oh, there it is. It's wedged in the parts. Okay. Metroid fans are sad. Pokemon fans are sad. Meanwhile, Air Rider fans are holding out hope for 20 years. They're finally eating good. Hell yeah, still got that A rank.
Perfect, like me?
Eggman's stimming out thinking, but what, you said only 5 minutes! I thought you meant 3! Do not activate my Creed to some. I love a little Creed. I hope you listen to a little Alter Bridge, too. It's basically the same thing, but with a different singer.
Can't believe I've come this far, just to fail.
This is Flying Dog headquarters. Intruder found entering security.
Flying Dog. We made the same robot, but we took the legs off of it. Genius. Oh my gosh, we didn't. Our military robots weren't prepared for a 3-foot-tall woman with sharp nails. Alter cringe, no stap, no deal. Yeah, but Miles Kennedy's good, okay? Don't give him no guff. Sonic characters are OP. It's true. I think that's reasonable. But how did they know that she would be OP? She's just famous as like a government agent slash thief. Did they hire her into the government with like no credentials just because, wow, she's a 3-foot-tall cartoon bat. We have a feeling she's got the strength of like 20 men. Is Miles Kennedy that other Spider-Man? No, he's an Aryan Chad. Can't believe Resident Evil ripped off this game too, with Ada Wong being the cheap Rouge. It's true! Resident Evil 2 is just like Sonic Adventure 2 light.
Not bad, huh? I'm pretty strong, all right.
Oh yeah, someone said something about Haze up earlier in the chat. Let me scroll up. He's just walking around, no rush.
I've got a small problem.
Oh, I gotta do this mission now.
I can't believe that I'm trapped inside this locked safe with a Chaos Emerald.
It has like 0 impact when you hit the enemy. Yeah, and also it takes away your control for about 2 seconds, so you're just like forced to float in place. My gosh, they're like identical. They're like twins. You stupid fucking bitch. White jungle, yet everything's green. They should have made everything in green jungle white, you know? We needed more of these, like, industrial Everett Bradley songs in the game, but we only got, like... We got this, so we got Final Chase, and we got the Supporting Me. And now we'll never get any more, because Everett Bradley's too busy being a member of Bon Jovi. I think these tracks were composed by, I think her name's Fumi Umatani. And she hasn't really done a lot of Sonic stuff since, which sucks because her tracks are my favorite ones in this game. Black man having to escape the white jungle, the struggle is really real. That's what I get for reading the chat. I should just ignore the chat like Hassan Piker unless they're calling me out for zapping my dog. Then I can flip out and get angry. Shadow, don't make me upset. Yeah, I do love this. This isn't my favorite one. But all the Everett Bradley songs are fucking bangers. Funny that Shadow is so edgy because his Snow Bunny got blown up. Hey Jesus, I was just talking about you earlier. I was telling the whole chat about how Sonic Frontiers is one of your new favorite games and you can't stop playing it. You love every single moment of it. I think Big is hidden right here. Oh no, he's hiding in a cage in the Sonic fight. Alright, now we can do the light speed dash, which is 1,000 times more dangerous in this game. Because of shit like that! It's alright, it's alright. We got time. Sonic Frontiers is definitely a game from 2022. He loves it. Yeah, he loves Sonic Frontiers like Kieran loves Resident Evil 6. They're finally developing good taste for once. How you doing, crud? Crud bone meal. I know, like, I don't know what they... Look, they could... There he is! There's my fat buddy, Big. They could have just made the charge time shorter, but instead they try to do, like, an instant thing. But you get, like, you get caught on the lip of the edges, and that went on until... It happens in Sonic Heroes also, but they fixed it in Shadow the Hedgehog somehow.
Here we go.
What were they thinking? We love Kieran, folks. We love Kieran. We love Kieran and his love of great games like Resident Evil 6. I don't know if you guys remember, it was like months and months ago, but he was talking all about how much he loved Sonic Adventure 2 when I made him play it. He couldn't stop playing it. Here we go. Stops moving. Saw a comment today on Asmongold clip. Oh wait, I can't interrupt this scene because it's beautiful. Listen to the flow of this dialogue.
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough
I'll
to
make
be
you
my...
eat those words.
You're not even good enough to be. I'll make you eat those words.
Get away this time.
Ha!
There's only one real Sonic.
How many games did David Humphrey even get as Shadow? He got this and Heroes, right? Are you gonna jump? There you go. Look, there's Big. He's locked in the goon cage. This is epic. This is an epic duel. He's like, arg!
That hurts.
From my perspective, the Jedi are evil. Yeah, Duel of the Fates was actually epic. It was actually as cool as George Lucas thought it was. Oh, this is another one where, like, Shadow's supposed to run off screen, but because it's widescreen, he just, like, stops.
Or the island blows up with you on it. Blows up?
Here it is, watch. Oh, you know what? It happens in Sonic's version of the scene, not Shadow's. In Shadow's version, he just, like, jumps back and runs off to the left. The Eggman Bomb Bomb.
Chaos control!
Wow, look at that beautiful 2001 CGI. You think Sonic can fall off and lose? I'm not sure. Maybe there's like an invisible wall that applies to him or something.
Shadow,
Hey, I played this music track in my Killzone video.
The professor said his life's work was dedicated...
I played it at the part where I accidentally blew myself up with a rocket launcher.
He once told that the reason for his existence was making people happy through the past.
Eggman cheering and stimming out as he detonates a literal island.
I don't know anything anymore.
He's giggling and kicking his feet the whole time.
Why I was created, what my purpose is for being here. Maybe if I go down there,
Even the facial animations is on point. It's so perfect.
maybe.
They nailed it. They nailed it.
Maria.
why
That scene is so graphic, I'm gonna be sick. There could have been Venezuelan drug dealers down there.
That was so unexpected. So unlike you, Shadow, to come and rescue me.
You've barely known him for like 2 days. What are you talking about?
Certainly
So unlike you.
You know, I didn't come to save you. I came back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but then again, that's not the whole story.
The suit's cut it, but she's pregnant in this scene.
Are you sure? We
That's
only
how she won over Eggman, and he wasn't suspicious of her at all. He just was like, she like let him play pipe.
So let's get the show on the road.
He's doing the level victory thing where he jumps up and down. And he goes, yo, sh. That's a really realistic looking kid. Waka from Final Fantasy X will be so excited and seeing evil Machina blown up. I've never finished that one. I got up to the first Seymour fight and got murdered and gave up. Alright, guys. Time to commit a crime that will have no lasting effects whatsoever. I crack open a seltzer while this plays out. Oh my god. Sip. Yeah, they don't make games like this anymore.
Why are you so upset?
He's just beating on the computer.
You've managed to create complete havoc on the whole planet. Does this now mean we control the planet and can do as we choose?
At this rate, the cannon will take too much time to charge up. If you want to unleash its full potential, you'll need all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Where in the world have you been?
Something happened?
Our threats fell on deaf ears.
Look at you.
What does that mean? Like, they're just like,
Kid.
you may have blown up the moon, but... Oh yeah, the president literally says, we won't negotiate with terrorists.
We had a deal, right? Where is my emerald?
Here you go. I found this.
Why didn't you show me this before? Station Square saved from a life-threatening
So look, Tails saving the day in Sonic Adventure 1 is canon.
prize to the boy who saved Station Square. Miles Tails Brown.
Because he set the 24-hour timer for getting the last emerald, and seeing how weak that blast was really ticked him off. I'm teed off! I'm getting pretty ticked off up here.
Go back to Earth and find them fast. I want that Chaos Emerald.
Did you get
Man beats Final Fantasy 13 and doesn't finish 10. You wouldn't get it, man. I've actually finished Final Fantasy 13 like 5 times.
This is Rouge reporting. Currently, I have not been able to confirm
That fox boy, Nick Fuentes, am I right?
I will continue my research on
That character wouldn't happen to have any art made of her. No.
very shortly.
No, absolutely not. Definitely not numbering in the hundreds of thousands. Dude, you ticked me off.
I'm picking up the scent.
Oh god, I forgot about the driving sections. Alright, let's go. The way these work is very strange. If you like tap the button, you lose all traction, but you can turn better because you have 0 fucking handling if you're not doing this. And her car just looks like a dick and balls. Guy who talks about poop all the time loves Final Fantasy 13. You wouldn't get it, Zorik. You just wouldn't get it. Oh, we can boost. How much did she pay for this thing? Out of the way! Now, I know Station Square in this game was modeled after San Francisco, but, like, was traffic this light in 2001? Man, immigration really changes things, huh? Everyone just kind of can drive in whatever lane they want, and there's no traffic lights, and we're also like hundreds of feet above the ocean. Inside some kind of like Dyson sphere with a painting of San Francisco on it. Born to be fast. See, it wasn't even gotta go fast yet. It was born to be fast. We can hang this turn. Woohoo! This is like pretty normal California city planning, though. Alright, Eggman needs to get the fuck out of my comms, okay? He needs to chill out. He keeps sliding into her DMs, like, every stage. Is Shadow aware of this? Is the government monitoring the comms and just, like, listening to him try to, like, riz her up? It says laps, but these aren't laps. Oh, no! I see the chat moving, but I gotta lock in for this. I want some Chaos Soda. I assume it's just like plain maybe like Saratoga Springs mineral water, I guess. That's the closest thing to Chaos Soda. Because he's just like a water creature with bubbles, and sometimes he has rocks in him. Maybe a bit of brain. Maybe he's like those Orbits drinks. Come on now. This is a fairly small highway for an average California city, I'd say. I wouldn't want to drive on this stretch of highway, but I could easily. See, the thing about California highways is that they're big, but they're not very dense. That's why it's easy to drive on so much of them in such a short period of time. I love how the tire screech sound never stops. It's the only way to handle the turning. Protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal once claimed in a bumper he could take a poop bigger than a Dyson sphere. Remember what they took me with a JPEG background? Oh, I blew it. I only got a B rank. Gee whiz. Like something out of my nightmares before I go plunging off into the ocean. There's a whole, like, racing minigame in this. And you can unlock, like, extra cars for everyone by completing all their missions and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty... You only get, like, 3 tracks, though. Alright, well, that didn't work. I guess I'll do it now.
They're in that blue plane. Spotted at 11 o'clock.
Copy that.
Thanks for nothing. I'm not a... the stage is fine, it's just like the music is kind of boring. Jun Sono's tracks for Shadow stages pale in comparison to Fumi Kumatane's. Hers have just so much more aura that, like, when you just get one of his tracks, you're just kind of like, eh. Yeah, we get it. You have a guitar, and you have a bass guitar, and... Cool, bro. You did a lot better work on Shadow the Hedgehog. Why did they let Fumi Kumatane do like 3 whole tracks in the game? It makes no fucking sense. This is the only Sonic game I could... Well, actually, no. In Sonic Heroes, you can kind of just fall clean off the rails if you're not careful. Just like, if you turn too hard, if you turn too aggressively on the rails in Heroes, sometimes it'll just fly off. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. The rail grinding in this game is incredibly stressful if you're actually trying to, like, take shortcuts. Look, I did a little trick. That got me 200 points. Oh, fuck. Oh. F-Zero GX is the best game Sega ever made because it doesn't have tires in it. Actually, they made Sonic Riders, which is just F-Zero, but more betterer.
Here we go.
Maybe I should stream the Riders games, because those are really... People don't really stream racing games, do they, huh?
Enough.
Unless it's Darkside Phil getting angry at Mario Kart. Alright, we already did Skyrail. We already did 3/4 of Shadow's levels.
Doctor, they're heading directly toward us. What should we do?
I guarantee we're going to spend like 20 minutes on Mad Space. Sonic Riders doesn't have a drunken T-Rex in it, but Sonic Racing Crossworlds does. Is there a type of motion sickness where instead of driving you to puke, it drives you to shit? Well, I mean, you know, if you hit like a gravelly road, it can rumble your tummy around, and then if you've had like a lot of coffee and a lot of food, it might stimulate you to have to drop some liquid diarrhea. You can't stream race stuff or you'll get banned. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, this is the part where Sonic just kicks his robot in the head and it turns on Eggman. And this is how many golems has Eggman built at this point? He had one in Sonic 3. Was that even a golem, or was that just like a magic rock creature? I love Eggman's theme song. This is fucking banger. Ironically, I'm not fond of Sonic's theme in this. It's just more like a punk rock version of his theme from the first game. Who is the drunken T-Rex? There's a T-Rex in the Sonic, the Dino Jungle stage. No! He sounded like a Ganon from Faces of Evil. No! Is Eggman a son of Abraham? I mean, you got Gerald, you have Eggman, and Maria. I guess they're all children of Abraham. You have to shoot him like 1,000,000 times with your regular shots to get his nipples to rip open, and then you could shoot him in his bodily organs. Sonic fighting against a golem, a Jewish mythical creature. What did Sega mean by this? Well, there's also that whole scene in the Knuckles TV show where Knuckles learns about Jewish history. And he's like, oh, you are people of mighty warriors like me. My people are much like Jewish people. Awkward. Oh! Imagine Eggman getting bored by the hungry golem. I was drawing a soy jack of his Death Egg robot from Sonic 3. Because it opens its mouth really wide to fire a laser at you. Music in the game is like Tony Hale's Pro Races 3, and I love it. This game has an amazing soundtrack, and it is very varied in its styles. Chaos Emeralds, Chili Dogs, Extra Lives, they're yours, my friend. So long as you have enough rings. Eggman is Jewish, Mike Pollock said so. Well, fair enough. He's like Magneto if he was actually cool.
How's it going? What? What do you mean they
Hi, Rouge.
It's okay. I will go after them myself. Can you tell me the password for the space colony control?
You stupid idiot, Eggman. You shouldn't give the E-girl your login.
It's time to get to work. The password is Maria.
He didn't even put like any numbers or special characters in there.
That name's
Like any Indian could have cracked into that password.
oh well.
Now she's just restarting everything. What an idiot.
Research Project Shadow, the ultimate life form. Let's see now.
Warning.
What in the world is this? This can't be right. Just what is Shadow anyway? I guess I'll just have to take the last pieces of the map.
Oh wow, we're really close to the end. I think we have Mad Space next. We have Mad Space. Okay. Okay. Oh, this one might take a while, guys. This is a really frustrating stage to navigate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This stage is a pain in the fucking ass. At least Meteor Herd is like, you can get around pretty quickly. I might actually have to use the hints here too, because it's just like, whoa. You can glide extra far though, because there's no gravity. Well, there is a little bit of gravity, but not that much. What's this gonna do? Yeah, this might be like most of the rest of the stream. And then we have Final Chase. We've got whatever the one is, the space one with Eggman that has the music from Sonic 3D Blast, and then we have a couple of boss fights. Oh, was that big down there? I thought I saw him. I'm actually gonna do the hints here because I just want to get the fuck out of here. I hate this stage. Super Mario Galaxy, it did. Actually, let's go up here first. I need a rocket. To go up there. I need to get the heck out of here. Fuck. Okay, where are they, you dumb slut? Alright, here we go. Up, and away. We're just going from planet to planet until we find these gemeralds. Oh, there's the Iron Boots. Steel Toad, look, whoa, you see that jiggle? Wow. I'm Eggman, I shit after I eat every time. I still love, I mentioned this, I think it was on like the last stream, that like, I always loved in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog that the only thing that Robotnik wants to eat is eggs. And it's just like such a stupid, weird thing about his character to have there. But they just wrote that in. It's in one episode, but it always stuck with me because I thought it was fucking hilarious. He wants chocolate-covered hard-boiled eggs for breakfast. Like, he's on a level of fat maxing in that show that we couldn't possibly conceive. I think I have to get on top of there. Alright, here is the rocket ship, but where is the switch to activate it? I'm not trying to do a spin kick, okay? There we go. I eat eggs. Interesting that Saturn has a persistent storm in the shape of a Chaos Emerald at its North Pole. Well, that's probably why they named an entire console after it. Because it paid homage to their wonderful Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. His goal in the show is literally to turn into a ham planet. You made me choke. Oh! I should have gotten 2,000 points for that. Getting that in under 15 minutes was like speedrunning strats, okay? I wonder if there are people who actually like stream run, like try to speedrun this game, because I don't know how you would conceivably do it, considering the treasure hunt stages are pure luck. Just keep going up and hope that we get a little blip on our radar. I ate 6 devil's eggs tonight. I'm practically Dr. Eggman. Boy, did they have chocolate in them? Now, I know there's Eggs Benedict, but he does refer to something called Eggs Mobius, and we need to know what that is. There is an official Sonic the Hedgehog cookbook, but it did not mention Eggs Mobius, so it's incomplete. He also eats a canary omelet. No, no. Wherefore art thou, my precious Master Emerald Chunk? The speed running of this broken game is insane. I might have to watch it. Like, I don't really care for speed running, but for some games I might just check it out of curiosity. Like, how could you possibly, like, Unleashed would be interesting because that game has a lot of physics tricks you can mess around with. But this game, it has some parts like this where it's just like totally fucked. Pingus. I still remember when Mike Pollock got tricked into saying that, and he just got annoyed. The top of... I was trying to read that, bitch. The top of the capsule. Oh, so I'm like really far away. Fuck. Detector readings are reversed. What does that mean? Eggman says snooping as usual in the Sonic Boom show. I haven't watched all the episodes. I was watching it a few weeks ago because I think it was on Tubi. Top of the capsule. The capsules are near... They're further up. I have to keep going up. David Hayter just says all the snake memes happily. Yeah, Mike Pollock takes himself a little seriously. He's a serious actor. That's why he's voiced a rotund, egg-themed supervillain for... Oh my god, has it been almost 2 decades? It has been 2 decades! Alright, I'm flipping out here. Where are we? Meteorite without grass. Fuck. Okay. Meteorite without grass. So, that narrows it down to 2. Thanks. Wait, top of the capsule. Do they mean the meteorite with the grass, but the part without the grass? Let's check it out. You could say he's Jew. You could just say he's Jewish. No, no, no. I need to take the coward's way out and call him a Zionist. All right, we got one more. He's a Zionist. The container without an opening. Okay, the containers. That's further up, not the capsule. This is the capsule. I gotta find the rocket ship now. So I can get the frig out of here. Maybe the spring can get me out of here. Mike also played an annoying fat school administrator they made French in the dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. He also played the fat Hispanic housekeeper in Sonic X, who Eggman falls in love with in the comics. So he falls in love with a character who has the same voice actor as him. I think that I remember I enjoyed the Sonic X comic. It was very short-lived, but it was like it didn't take itself seriously at all. It was just like a weird like comedy series, even though the anime did take itself very seriously. Weird stuff, but it was enjoyable. It was highly entertaining. I watched it. I read it more than I watched the show because I didn't find the show very entertaining. Do you think he's sad that Jim Carrey crushed that role so hard that most people only think of him as Eggman for decades? It's like a, you know, real ones will know, you know? On the ground. What does that mean? All right, let's go down. Capsule without an opening on the ground. What is that? What could that possibly mean? Not between a storage container. What the fuck? Watch Sonic X with my daughter. It was weird. On the ground, not between a storage container, below on the inverted tower. Below. This is so confusing. Oh my gosh, it's the hints are backwards. You piece of shit. It's not the detector that's backwards, it's literally the hints that are backwards. Imagine minding your own business outside and Rouge is spinning through orbit right for your face with her butt. I would make sure I angle myself just to be right underneath. And hopefully I wind up like that one guy in South Park who gets like sucked up someone's ass. It said on the ground, so we're gonna go as high in the air as fucking possible. Can you sniff in outer space? I would assume there's some kind of air breathing apparatus. You can see why I hate this level. This shit takes forever. Forever. What's over here? Nothing. Don't need that. All right, here it is. Finally getting somewhere. Sonic characters can survive in space, but Goku can't. Obviously, he's weaker. It's true. It's true. Goku needed to like go on like a stupid little capsule spaceship for like 1,000,000 years.
I'm ashamed to call myself a hunter.
I hate this level. Look, you'll be hard pressed to find someone who's like, man, I love Mad Space. Knuckles has a similar level, but it's way easier and more convenient to navigate.
Treasure hunter. Did you find my
That's a
emerald?
good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Knuckles' head is a different color from the rest of his body.
Those master emeralds. Give them to me.
Alright, let's go beat him up. I never quite understood how you're supposed to hit him. You just kind of like do it, and you swing at him and hope for the best. Where is he? He can be anywhere. There he is. He's down there, fucking around. Getting stuck in a corner. How did he hit me? He's cheating. He's cheating over here. Alright, we beat him without him using his super attack. Cool. I just flew over. Yeah, that works, especially when he's like wedged on the pillars over there. Holodeck generates space level with Rouge and myself attempting to dock oxygen hoses, except I accidentally connected to the waste collection hose. Disengage safety protocols and go.
Stop fooling around and give me back my emerald.
What are you bouncing about? Call yourself a hunter attacking a lady? Shame on you.
What kind of lady goes around?
Ever heard of equal rights? This isn't even the first time Knuckles has attacked a woman. So it looks like she fell like barely, but like Knuckles' arms actually stretched out like the werehog there.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Wow, guys, it's like there's a budding romance here. I wonder if they're going to follow up with that in later games. I wonder if that's going to become a recurring plot point.
I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
He's going to HR. Knuckles is unemployed, Crow. Actually, no, he's self-employed. He works by... He guards the Master Emerald, that's his job, and he pays himself in grapes.
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should get going.
This is why he can't guard it anymore. He got fired. His echidna ancestor spoke to him and said, you shouldn't have hit that woman. Did he just bloof the emerald? He just vanishes it when he needs to.
What's Rouge up to anyway?
Alright, we should be doing Cosmic Wall next, followed by the Tails boss fight, which is fucking brutal.
Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald? Wait, Shadow.
He said, I'm sorry.
Telling them the end is near.
Sorry if I hurt you.
Now is the time to end this long drawn out battle. In history as the ultimate machine.
Mark myself in history as the ultimate gamer.
Counting on you to finish the job. First, the moment for attack has come. It's now.
He very rarely puts his goggles on in the series. Gen Z boss on a Chaos Emeralds. Alright. This is the only stage where your rocket booster has an upward trajectory. So the music in this stage is the Volcano Valley music from Sonic 3D Blast recycled. So again, Jun Suno was always a hack fraud. He was always lazy as fuck. He couldn't be bothered to compose new music for every game he worked on. He's like, no, I'm just going to recycle shit over and over again, and I hope no one notices. If I put enough slap bass in it, no one will notice that it's a song that I already used. Needs goggles for the teleporter. What if he used his time machine in Sonic 06? Because you never actually see him use it. What if he used it and he came out of it and it was like Terminator where he had no clothes on? So you just have a big fat naked Eggman walking around in like past Soliana. Soundtrack needs more hexacligs. If you had a better synth, less people would notice. You know what? After playing a little bit more Sonic Origins, I'm borderline willing to say the loss of the Ice Cap theme isn't that bad because Michael Jackson's original compositions weren't very good. Or at least they don't fit the rest of the soundtrack at all. And he did so few that his contribution is borderline negligible. I'm disparaging the King of Pop. Is 06 after Sonic Adventure 2? Yes. Yes, sir. Sonic Adventure 2 is technically Sonic 01. They should just name every new Sonic game Sonic the Hedgehog so that we can just delineate them by year. It would make things a lot easier, I think. Alright, this stage is not particularly hard. This stage is one that I've always had difficulty getting an A rank in though, because it's hard to balance how fast they want you to go and just how many targets there are. Yeah, it's a good thing I grabbed that because the Tails boss fight is going to sodomize me. It is going to turn me inside out. It is going to spit roast me. It is straight up not fair. Tails is a Chad. He just decided to give his robo legs a weapon of mass destruction, and boy oh boy is it hard to avoid. Tails beats Eggman in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Yeah, which Sonic can barely be bothered to do. He goes, ow! Ha, ha. His 06 canon with Sonic Adventure 2. So there was a point in time where Sonic 06 was not canon because it erases itself from the timeline. But 3000 IQ Ian Flynn decided that we're going to bring Mephiles back in Shadow Generations. So that makes it canon again. It's technically not part of the timeline, but it is canon. It did happen. So we don't know where the fuck Blaze is from. Unless there's just two Blazes. We're operating on the two Blaze theory. There's two Blazes. There's two Eggman Negas. There's two completely different creatures called Ifrit. I need some rings, and I need them bad. Sonic 06 makes a lot of things very confusing, and reintroducing it into the timeline, unfortunately, makes those confusing elements canon again. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Is there two chips? No. There are not. There's theoretically one Shadow, but the evidence that it's really him is so nebulous and so annoying to find that you would not be remiss to, you know, hypothesize that all of the Shadow clones introduced in Sonic Heroes are valid versions of Shadow. Are there two Beans? Yeah, there's Bean, and then there's the Mean Bean Machine. We can reasonably assume Bean is dead. Well, you know what? None of it matters anymore because Sega decided that the entire classic series is now a different dimension for some reason. Every time I watch your streams, I'm amazed that there's people who give a shit about Sonic. You know, you have to be fairly high IQ to understand Sonic the Hedgehog. This is why retards on Twitter who are obsessed with the IDW comics like to pretend that they understand Sonic the Hedgehog, because it makes you theorize like, oh, they know a lot about something, but they're actually just making it all up. They don't have the 3000 IQ lore like I do. Are there two Sonic reskins of Puyo Puyo? Yes, there's actually two different versions of Mean Bean Machine. Need a Silver and Blaze game in its own dimension. Well, is it in its own dimension, or is it in the future? Because Silver is from the future, but Blaze is from the future, but also from a different dimension. But she's in the future after she's in the different dimension, so maybe at some point she winds up going to our dimension but gets stuck in the future, and that would explain why she's in the future in Sonic 06, but no one explained that. But that's the only reasonable... There can't be two Blazes, because Blaze in Sonic 06 recognizes Sonic. She knows who he is, unless she read about him on the news or something. Unless she read like an old newspaper, and she's like, oh, that's... Now you've got me fan theorying again. If your birth year is 198, Sonic hits different. That's where you get the people who, like, those are the people on, like, internet forums in, like, the 2000s who were like, all these 3D games are trash, and they need to go back to making like the movie Bobs. They need to stop making games in 3D. Your Benjamin Yahtzee Croshaws, your movie Bobs, your Spoonies. People who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They're completely uneducated on the issue. The invention of Sonic Rush happens without Sonic. That could keep her trapped. But then at the end of Sonic 06, she gets sealed into another dimension. And theoretically, that will be outside of normal space-time. So what happened to her... Okay, so here's the working theory that we have now, okay? She learned about Sonic from reading an old newspaper, because she's from the future, right? Hear me out? At the end of Sonic 06, she gets transported to another dimension. That's the Sol dimension. She totally forgot who Sonic was. the history of that timeline was erased, so she doesn't remember it. But it's still the Blaze from that timeline because she got transported there at the end of Sonic 06. So she's still alive. She's outside of that timeline. So, but I'm talking in circles now. You're talking to a man whose last Sonic game was Mania, so... You resent what, Sonic Sneed? Elaborate. Oh, look! It's that boss from Batman Arkham Knight. They stole this boss from Sonic Adventure 2. The Arkham Knight's iconic drill tank. You need to overthink and also underthink the timeline. Any of these options could be true. Yes. Sonic is a quarter of the dragon that caused the world to be split into 4 dimensions. Oh wow, I nailed an A rank for once in my life.
Darn, why do they always leave a sweet little innocent girl like me alone?
Well, well, young lady. Is there something I can help you with? Value your life. You will tell me where Sonic and Tails are.
Feminist alert. Male feminist alert. How Sonic 3 and Knuckles split Sonic's timelines. Maybe you could say like the Time Eater split the timeline, and that's why it's now like a different dimension. Even though that was not explained in the game, even after Ian Flynn rewrote the whole script.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
Am I some kind of... I do overthink Sonic the Hedgehog games, okay? Look, if I can autistically overthink it, it's gonna stick with me. Like Final Fantasy 13, okay? Do you know how many times I've gotten like stuck in my head trying to figure out how the fal'Cie are supposed to work?
You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Because you just told me, Fox Boy.
So would he have let Sonic out of that cage if Tails didn't say that? Is that the working theory here? That he would have just been like, oh, you guys called my bluff. I'll let you go.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mania takes place in the Sonic... Okay, so where does Knuckles Chaotix take place? Because the Chaotix don't seem to know who the fuck Knuckles is in Sonic Heroes. Well, sorry guys, I'm dead.
Now we have some unfinished.
Tails, you fool, you just signed my death warrant. I'll never forgive you.
We'll release you both. You have my promise.
Look at the scope on that thing.
Sonic's asking for the first time to do something for him.
And I fucked it up.
Let him
I
down.
won't let him down. You just got him killed. I won't let him down. Alright, so I'm about to get my shit rocked probably 6 or 7 times. This boss is like legit, like especially the last few hits, it's really hard. And you will see why. No! No! I'm outrunning it. Like that other Sega game. Outrun. Oh. Alright. Oh, here it is. So, if you get hit by that thing, like, once, you're basically fucking dead. Oh my gosh. One try! Oh my god! Holy shit! That's the first time, streaming, I did better than usual.
he was just a regular hedgehog after all.
Ooh, sick one. And then it fades to red because he's dead.
7 Chaos Emeralds are collected. The power creates a miracle. I have 6 of them. They're mine. All mine.
I don't think so.
Shadow.
So that was your plan. Or was it a direct order from the president? Now,
She's like the Leon S. Kennedy of the Sonic franchise. They came up with Leon being part of the Secret Service after this game. So they stole that from Sonic Adventure 2 also.
Is that it? I would say that's an invasion of privacy.
I can say the same thing about you.
They love it. Yeah, the people really... That's how you know it's like really fluid, natural dialogue. People talk over each other in real life sometimes. So that's how you know they really put the work in here.
Pathetic creature.
Look who's talking. What about you? Here are the results.
He's like, you're that government agent, Rouge the Bat. So theoretically, that like she's just like a public figure, and like Eggman doesn't know how to use Google because he's a boomer.
Named Shadow. Then exactly who or what is standing in front of me?
Shadow is never this smart ever again. To be fair, his brain don't work too good after he collides head first with the Earth at 5,000 miles an hour.
If you want to live, leave the Chaos Emeralds where they are. The fake emerald is good enough for you.
Ooh, he's calling her a harlot.
That you're the real Shadow?
No
Even
doubt.
your memories might not be real, you know?
Even if my memories are not real, it's still me, Shadow.
True, Delago is literally the Biolizard if it was lame and super easy and shit, whereas the Biolizard is like a brutal, epic, Souls-like boss. Alright, final stage. And then we get to the final boss. Shadow stage is also better because it has than Sonic's because it has less stressful grind rails in it. Oh no! Those artificial chaos creatures were like the bane of my existence as a kid. Any attempt at an A rank could be easily fucked up by these guys. This stage has a speedrunning stage skip right at the beginning that is nearly impossible. I'm gonna have to look that up because that sounds interesting. Although, for me, like, I actually do like exploring the stages in Sonic games, even though they're not... That's my biggest issue with any game post-Unleashed, because Unleashed the stages are pretty explorable, but, like, there's a really... You can't go off the beaten path on them much at all. Which I think that's probably why, like, Frontiers hit so hard for me. It's like, ooh, I can actually... An entire Sonic game where exploring is the point? Whoa! I just wish they got a little more creative with the island designs, but that's about my only complaint with Frontiers. Like, it was real, like, Nintendo hire this man energy when they came up with the designs for the islands in Frontiers. I hope they get a little bit more zesty if they do a second one. Which, Takashi Iizuka said they were. He said that might be the path for the series moving forward, and then, immediately they just released Sonic Shadow Generations to coincide with the movie. So true, Shadow. Oops. Oh, we're gonna get the Mystic Light, even though it's only really good for one specific mission in each stage that we will not be doing on stream. A Mystic Melody, right. What is the Mystic Light? The Mystic Light, I think, is what speeds up your, speed dash in Sonic Adventure 1. I hope the grind rails are totally invisible in the next one. Oh yeah, Secret Rings maxing. No more popping. You can't. That like, what were they thinking? Not including like a little like digital like cyberspace effect or something. Like, so they just looked at that popping and just said release it. Oh, those rascals at Sonic Team. What will they think of next? Let's see if I can get some momentum. I see the camera trying to fuck me over, but I will not allow it to do so. It was the pandemic era. They all were sick and had brain fog. That tracks. You know, the fact that we got Frontiers out of the pandemic at all is impressive. Fuck! Oh no. Oh no! I've literally never died there in my entire life. That's crazy. See, that's what I get for doing well in the Tails boss fight. That's my punishment. The usual for them. Look, those folks over at Sonic Team worked really hard. And they're very close to China, so they probably got like the super COVID. You know, those Chinese were like had like gigantic tubes full of coughs that they were like spraying all over Japan. They were like, oh, we will get rid of the evil Nipponese. Whoa. Alright, we should be almost done. We should be out of here soon. We are all old. COVID was 5 years ago. I know, right? That's weird to think about. Who works harder, Sonic Team or Mojang? Well, Sonic Team at least comes up with a lot of new ideas. In fact, their problem is they often come up with too many new ideas to the detriment of the products they're working on. I mean, Jim Sterling, you know, before he lost his fucking mind, did a pretty good video on it where, like, we had Sonic Unleashed, we had Sonic Colors, we had Sonic Generations, and then for no reason at all, Sega decided to completely reinvent the wheel with Sonic Lost World. They gave Emma Frost Chun-Li tier massive thighs for some reason. Maybe it was the character. Maybe it was Yuji Yukawa. He moved over there. The guy who designed. I'm pretty sure he's the guy who designed Rouge. I know he designed Chaos. All right, guys, here we go. Countdown: 5 minutes 44 seconds. If this boss fight takes more than 5 minutes for some reason, Earth is over.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog.
Iizuka had to kill a guy for extra dev time on Frontiers. If you read about what's going on with Takashi Iizuka, he's like a... He gets ideas from, like, weird... Like, I still love that Sonic Superstars happened just because him and Oshima got drunk on a Zoom call. And then they just decided, fire everyone who worked on Sonic Mania. We're doing something else.
I see. But you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming.
See, Shadow's skates aren't, like, showing their little, like, jet fumes. He's literally just running that fast. Okay, here we go. First few hits of this boss fight are really easy. You just kind of gotta spin dash into him and it works. It's, the last two hits, I never quite understood, like, I always found it easiest to, like, light dash into him. Shadow has Heelys. Hedgehogs are known for their speed. Exactly. I had a pet hedgehog and he ran away at 500 miles an hour and I just didn't stand a chance. Sonic can just use Chaos Control now. He doesn't use it consistently anywhere else in the series. But he can just do it now. With a fake emerald, no less, because he's the hero. He's like Goku maxing. He just has the willpower to do chaos control. Fucker. He got me again. I'm gonna try to light dash on these, because if you can light dash through him, that instantly damages him. Yeah, the first 3 hits are basically like givens. It's the latter 2 where it's just... I can never quite figure out what you gotta do to damage him. I just either spam homing attacks until he takes a hit, or I light dash through him. And you can't homing attack too much, because then the platform will fall and kill you. Sonic collecting all those rings was dirty. If I can get him after he homing attacks. Like, right after. Oh, shit. I gotta get out of here. Also, for a while, they got rid of Shadow's his piss aura. They replaced it with a red one, I guess, because they thought it looked cooler. Or maybe it made more sense logically, but the yellow aura was always... that was always the heat for me. Do you think that they'll bring like each Chaos Emerald having a special power like in Superstars? No. We got him. Alright guys, we made it to the end. We finished it. We beat it. We beat the Dark story. "40 seconds. It didn't take me that long."
Take over the world. The glorious era of the Empire of Eggman.
Uh-oh. What does that mean? Holy shit, guys, we did it. Now we get to sit through a long credit sequence that I don't think we can skip. Let me see. Dark! He is a madman. He really did it. He really threw the Chaos Emeralds in this giant, like, coral reef thing that his grandfather built and attached to, like, a massive iron lung. Now for the Chao Garden development team. Wait, Yoshihisa Hashimoto was the lead developer on the Chao Garden? No wonder Unleashed was so good. Eggman activated lizard mode. What he doesn't realize is that the Bio Lizard is basically the lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man movie, where it wants to shoot a giant laser beam that's going to turn everyone into lizards. Music and lyrics. Flava Entertainment. Wow. So many New York recording studios too, huh? Like how it's all based on Chaos and the Master Emerald Temple. Really ties it all back to Sonic Adventure 1. Well, if you like follow it from Sonic 3 and Knuckles to Sonic Adventure, and then to Sonic Adventure 2, we just learn more about the Master Emerald with each game. And then if they really did end the series after this, it was like a nice kind of like closing. Like, we learned all this lore and then it's over. Amazing Spider-Man was so bad, what the fuck? I actually saw it in theaters. I don't know why, but I did. Does Maria keep getting younger in later games? She looks older in this one. It's just like they tried really hard to render detail on her hair. So in Shadow the Hedgehog, well, Shadow the Hedgehog uses less detailed character models than this, ironically. Although they have better animations. And so... And then... her appearance in Shadow Generation is like kind of like a mishmash of the two, I guess. At least the credits are not as like brutally long in this one. We're finally coming back to the Chaos Emerald lore with Frontiers. Aliens, yeah. I don't know if I'm a fan of that revelation. Oh wait, we get a weird like. Wait, there's a cool little scene. I'm not gonna.
The military's top secret weapon, Project Shadow, was stolen from the military base located on the deserted island in the southern seas. This incident increased worldwide terrorist activities. Sonic the Hedgehog was arrested. The adventure for truth leads to the incidents that shock the entire world. The story takes our hero Sonic from the Earth and into outer space. Sonic Adventure 2, Hero Side Story. Farewell, Sonic. Forever.
Forever! Yeah, I love that the game includes little trailers for its own game. Oh, alright guys. That was a good stream. Had a good time. We will get back to this. I will announce... I'll announce on my community tab the next time I stream. I think I'm going to have time this Saturday, honestly. I might be able to do 2 streams this weekend. So, have a good night. Thanks everyone for hanging out and watching more Peek the Hedgehog. And I will see you all on Twitter. Later.